Hello again everyone, and welcome to Facebook number 4 post on numerology and the magic of numbers. And today I want to put emphasis on the combination of letters and numbers, because letters, yes, they're very important, but they're not the universal language or the cosmic language. Its numbers are. And right down through history, numbers have been used as codes, letters put into numbers and used as codes in secret messages, especially prominent during the Elizabethan and the Jacobean ages, when there were lots of conspiracies and plots going on. People sent messages coded in numbers. And it was a very, very, very specialised job to decode those messages. And that's what I'm going to explain to you today, the magic of numbers and letters combined, and you will be amazed. Now, we're going to transfer letters into numbers, and there are 26 letters in the alphabet, and we're going to number them 1 to 26, as the Elizabethans and the Jacobeans did. So we're going to give A is going to be 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4, and so on down to a Z is 26. Now that's a very straightforward thing. People wouldn't have used it as straightforward as that. You might have started with A being maybe 5 or B being 6 to mix people up and to make it more difficult to decode the messages. But for today's purpose, 1 to 26. Or there's another way. Using just the single digits 1 to 9, we now have A1, B2, C3, and so on down to I9. And we don't go into 10 or 11. We go back then to J, K, L, M. And here's where the magic comes in. Under 1 you'd have A, J, S. So if a code comes in Elizabethan times and the number 1 is in it, they've got to decode which letter is that to stand for. That's very simple and straightforward. This is the mystery one here. If 5 comes in, well, is it an E, is it an N or a W? So it is a very specialised job to decode that kind of code. Now, let's apply this to the word or to the name Mary. We're going to use 1 to 26 first of all. So M equals 13. M up here, where we got M. M is 13, A is 1, or is 18, and Y is 25. Let's reduce the name Mary to a single digit. And every time someone calls the name Mary, they send out a vibration on this single digit number vibration. So we've got 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 8 plus 2 plus 5 equals 21. And 2 plus 1 equals 3. So according to the 1 to 26, Mary goes out as a name and as a sound on the vibration of 3, the number 3. Now, without reducing the 13 to 1 to 3, let's go with the ordinary numbers. Keep that 13. 13 plus 1. Keep the 18, not reduced to 1 plus 8. And 25. We get 57, and 5 plus 7 is 12, and 1 plus 2 is 3. We still get the 3. Now, to me, that's magic. Right, let's try the 1 to 9. Watch what happens here. The M in the 1 to 29 is a 4. So we got 4, the A is 1, A, the R is 9, and the Y is 7. Total 21, 2 plus 1 equals 3. Now how do you explain that? As I've said before, we did not invent this system. We discovered it and found it. That's been here since time began. The whole world runs, the whole of the universe runs on numbers. We're just now finding it. The same in this and in this one. In case you think that's a fluke and there's no such thing, let's try Pat. 1 to 26 first of all. P is 16, 1, A, and the T is the 20. 1 plus 6 plus 1 plus 2 plus 0 equals 10, and 1 plus 0 equals 1. Or keep the 16, don't divide it. 16 plus 1 plus 20, 37. 3 plus 7 equals 10, and that's 1. Let's try the 1 to 9 with Pat. P is a 7. A is the 1, and T is 2. So we've got 7 plus 1 plus 2 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. So it's the same whether you use the 1 to 26 or the 1 to 29, the single digits. Now, how do you explain that? Now, still talking about letters and about shapes and about words. Let's look, I'm just going to take one Reiki symbol, because not everybody watching this is into Reiki and doesn't know. Let's take a very common one, and you see it in jewellery, in all sorts of places, the Here is the way the is done. Now look at the shape of the Look, there's a clear 3 there. There's also a 5. 3 and 5 equals 8. Let's look at the Let's take the 1 to 26 first of all. The O is 15, the M is 13. Total of 28, 2 plus 8 equals 10, 1 plus 0 equals 1. Or, separate them. 1 plus 5 plus 1 plus 3 equals 10, equals 1. Or try the 1 to 9. O is 6 and M is 4, 10. How do you work that out? And what is the number 1? The oneness, being the oneness of everything. And what is the symbol for in Reiki? Oneness or unity. So it looks as if these Reiki symbols, and I've only done one here. In the next book I'm going to do them all. And you can see that all the Reiki symbols are built around numbers. And the numbers, the vibration of the number they carry is the same vibration that the shape carries. Okay, look at the chokeray. The 7. 7, clear 7. And 3 spirals. 7 plus 3 equals 10. The symbols, the numbers are hidden in there. It might be 3 spirals. It might, for the chokeray you can also see there's a 1 there. 7 and 1 is 8. We've got, they're hidden in plain sight, yes, but you've got to look for them. And we've got to, because we've never been told before. We've got to look for them, but they are there. Now, here's another brain scratcher for you. Let's look at what Tesla said. Numbers 3, 6, 9 and 8. Tesla said if you understand these 3 numbers, 3, 6, 9 and 8, you have got the key to the universe. But I'm always saying that number 8 is the key to the universe. Now, I'm not differing with Tesla. I'm actually saying the same thing as he's saying. I've shown you before the picture of Tara, and hopefully soon I'll be able to show you one of Imilmaka. At the top of the settlement, you've got the Lemniscate, the figure 8. Those ancient peoples knew the way in which the energy flows in everything. The ongoing flow of energy, they knew that. And they built their settlements. That's the way they lived their lives. It wasn't a figure to them, it was a way of life. Now, look at this number 8. What's going on here? Multiply 8 by 1, you get 8, single digit 8. Multiply 8 by 2, you get 16. 1 plus 6, 7. 8 by 3, 24. 2 plus 4 is 6. 8 by 4 is 32, and that gets you down to 5. 8 by 5 is 40, a 4. 8 by 6 is 48, a 12, a 3. 8 by 7, 56, 11, 2. And 8 by 8, 64, you're back to 1. And then you start the sequence again, 9, 8, 7, and so on down. Look at the structure and order that the number 8 brings into everything. Look at the sequence. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 9, 8, 7, and so on. And that is the dominance of the number 8. There's no doubt about the number 8. Now, to go back to Tesla again, look at the number 3. It's half of the 8, in shape only. Look at the number 6 is the bottom half, and the number 9 the top half. These 3 numbers here are firmly embedded in the 8. And in the very first post I showed you, maybe the second one was, I showed you how if you impose the number 8 on any of the other numbers, the number 8 is the dominant, is the only one you can see. They all disappear under it. And if you put any other number on top of the 8 still dominates from beneath. They all lose their shape. They all give way to the 8. So it is the 8, and it's shown here by these ancient peoples. They all knew that number and the strength and the power it has. Now here's some things which you will no doubt find interesting. Master number 33. How could I leave without doing a master number 33? We all know about 33. Why is that the master? After all, there are 4 master numbers, 11, 22, 33 and 44. Why is 33 the master number? Because 33 is the total of 11 plus 22. And that's 33. You've got the power of that plus the power of that. 44 isn't the combination of those two, right? But look, 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 equals 12, and 1 plus 2 equals 3. The Trinity sign. Freemasons, 33 degrees. We all know about that. I don't have to explain that to you. NASA, runway 33 at Cape Canaveral, Kennedy Space Centre. And that is positioned at 33 degrees west of north. The White Sands Missile Range, where Wernher von Braun did his post-war V2 rocket tests, launch pad 33. Who was Wernher von Braun? He was the leading Nazi scientist, rocket engineer, brought over from Germany after World War II as part of the paperclip operation, importing these big scientists into America to get America onto the moon. It was the Nazis who put America on the moon, not the Americans. They were given a clean slate, their crimes wiped off the slate, and given new passports and put to work in the space program. And Wernher von Braun, launch pad 33. Moon landing, Buzz Aldrin, 33rd degree Freemason. The ceremony performed exactly 33 minutes after they landed. And Apollo 12, 1 plus 2 equals 3, landed 33 months after Surveyor 3 had touched down. And when did it touch down? April 20th, 1967. Date, Hitler's birthday, 20th of April is his birthday. Why that date? Because these were Nazi scientists who put the Americans on the moon. It's the Nazi scientists. Kennedy's death, 33 written all over it. 22nd of the 11th, 22 plus 11, 33. Dealey Plaza, where he was shot, is on the 33rd parallel. And the Texas School Book Depository, from where he was supposed to have been shot in the first conspiracy theory, the Warner Commission, that was the site of the first Masonic Lodge, located exactly on that position. And Vice President Lyndon Johnson, 33rd degree Scottish Freemason. Was he involved in Kennedy's death? Blaze Television a few weeks ago did a programme which showed that yes, Lyndon's footprints and fingerprints are all over Kennedy's death. Now, you remember earlier on that I showed you some dates all about number, First World War, Second World War, all coming in at 5. Remember that? Here are some more dates to scratch your brain. Wall Street crash, 29th of the 10th, 1929. 2 plus 9 plus 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9 plus 2 plus 9 gives you 33. First atomic bomb in Hiroshima and Nagasaki after World War II. 6th of the 8th, 1945. 6 plus 8 plus 1 plus 9 plus 4 plus 5, total 33. The first manned space flight, 12th of the 4th, 1961. 12 plus 4 plus 1 plus 9 plus 6 plus 1, and you get 33. Ku Klux Klan, we all know who they are. The 3 Ks. K is the 11th letter in the alphabet. 11 by 3 is 33. The Select Disney Club, 33 it's called, in New Orleans Square in Disney World. And the original entrance was 33 Royal Street. All the number 33s. United Nations emblem divides the earth into 33 sectors. Now for the church. Pope Gregory the Great's homily 33 in 591 castigated Mary Magdalene as a prostitute and sinner of all the vices. His homily number 33. Could he not have moved it to 31 or 32 or 34? It was 33 he brought it in. Jesus in the Gospels, 33 miracles. Died at the age of 33. Christianity is simply a rehash of the old Judaism. And the old Judaism is simply a rehash of the ancient Egyptian beliefs and superstitions. And 33 for them was a very, very, very important number. They believed in some way that through that number 3, they were accessing the power of the gods in some way. The address of the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, 33 Liberty Street. Now, I have only taken a few examples there. I have explained these all in detail and much more in a previous book or the darkness of deception and despair into the light of truth. It's all in there. Just a few examples here to let you know the importance of numbers. And you know, really, I need to say this. I think we all need to waken up and to pay attention to what's going on around us, because the church, the state, and every other institution seems to know the importance of these numbers, and we don't. And why not? Because this belongs to the ancient mystery school teaching, which has been kept from us. Yes, I think it's time we woke up and paid attention to what is going on around us. My next post, I will be joined by Declan Quigley Fanamanaska, Jennifer Maddy of Crystal Clear Dundalk, Brenda Murnahan, Pure Reflections Dundalk, and Michelle Stewart, whom we had before when we did the post on Taking Back Your Power. And they will all have worked out their life plan, their life path number, according to this book here. And they will be able to talk about that, where they think they are on that, do they think they fit in. But remember, they did not come in here on that number. They came in here to become that number, to grow into that number. So please join me again in a few days' time for what will be a very interesting post. And thank you for watching, and until then, namaste.